Have you ever wondered how two systems communicate with each other on the internet? Where a mobile app makes a request to the server, when your front end calls an API, and when one microservice talks to another. The server always responds with a status code, and that code tells you exactly what happened. Did the request succeed? Was the user not authorized? Did the server crash? And was the resource not found? And this is why HTTP status code are very, very important when it comes to system design. In production, they are not just numbers, these are status code that drives how the system behaves and communicates clearly to the engineer, to the client, or whoever is making a request to the server. And they are very, very important because load balancers use them, API gateways use them, clients use them, microservices use them, and monitoring tools also use them. So if you want to really become a strong backend engineer or a system architect, HTTP status codes are not optional, they're a must for you to know. These are fundamentals or foundational knowledge you should have as a system architect. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 5 categories of HTTP status code. Let's move into them. So to begin with, we have the 100 continue. That's the server has received request headers, and then the client should proceed to send the body. We also have the HTTP 101, that's switching protocols, and this means that the requester has asked the server to switch protocols. We also have the 103, that's the early hint, which is used to return some response headers before final HTTP message. Moving on, we have what we call the HTTP 200s, that's the success responses. So first and foremost, we have the 200 OK. That means that it is communicating to you as the architect that or the software engineer that your request succeeded. 201 created means request fulfilled, resulting in a new resource, or that means something new was created. We also have the 202 accepted, that's request accepted for processing but not yet completed, which is very, very important. Then moving on, we have the 300s, that is redirection responses. So 301, that is moved permanently. We have resource assigned a new permanent URI. We also have 302 found resource resides temporarily under a different URI. 304, that means non-modified resource has not been modified since the last request. Now moving on, we have the client error, that is largely the 400s, the HTTP status codes that are in the 400s. The first one is the 400, that is the bad request, so meaning server cannot understand request due to malformed syntax. We have the 401 unauthorized, that means request requires user authentication. We also have the 403, that's forbidden, that means the server refuses to authorize requests. We also have the 404 not found. That means the server cannot find the requested resource. We have the 405, that's method not allowed, which means the request method is not supported for the requested resource. We have 429, that's too many requests, meaning user has sent too many requests in a given amount of time. And moving on, we have status codes in the 500s, that's the server errors. We have 500, that's internal server error. There's a generic error message for unexpected server conditions. We have the 501, that's not implemented, meaning the server lacks the ability to fulfill the request. And we have the 502, that's the bad gateway. Server acting as a gateway received an invalid response from upstream. And then we have the 503, that service unavailable. This is to tell the user or the engineer that the server is overloaded or down for maintenance. And then the last one is the 504, gateway timeout, telling the user or communicating to the software engineer that the server acting as a gateway did not receive timely response. Yeah, so this is very, very important for you to know, and these are all the HTTP status code to master at this early age, if you are starting as a software engineer. Yeah, so stay tuned for more videos. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.